Google just released a brand new image feature inside of Gemini that you have to see, and it's got the coolest name of any tool ever. It's called Nano Banana. And check this out. So what this allows you to do is take multiple images and just reimagine them in a variety of ways. So you can maintain character structure or your look and put it into a new position. So you can see here in this example, they've like put a woman inside of a matador costume and things like that. But let's check this out really quick. I wanted to run this through its paces this morning because the interface is pretty simple. But in order to get there, and this is vital, you have to go to aistudio.google.com because there's always way too many interfaces with Gemini, but hear me out. Inside of AI Studio, you can either, it's popping up right here because it's what's new, it's the latest thing that's launched, but generally you'll go to Generate Media, which gives you access to all the different features, and it's right here. It's called Gemini Native Image. So if you click on that, it opens up a normal interface like you would, and you just upload documents or pictures, and you give it what you want. So let me show you how I ran through this because you don't want to waste time waiting for this to process. So this morning I took the image from my website, and I said, just make me standing in front of a whiteboard smiling. So here's the original image. It's pretty high resolution or whatever. And then here is the newly generated image. So, hey, look, that kind of looks like me. They got my glasses right. They gave me a much better hairline. But I look a little small. I got a little Ned Flanders vibe going on. So I said, hey, great. Can you make that a little more muscular of a human? I lift weights, right? It did absolutely nothing to change that image in any way. So again, reached a couple limits. So I said, fine, let's maybe take this to the next level and do something a little more complicated. And this was really fun. So I said, here's another image of me from my website in a suit. And here's a picture of a whiteboard. And here's an AI-generated battle map that I had Midjourney create this morning, okay? And I said, please take the main subject from the first photo, bloop, have him standing next to the whiteboard from the second photo, bloop, and the map from the third photo should be what's shown on the whiteboard. Have the man pointing to the whiteboard and looking away like teaching a class. I figured this is a generated image instead of doing a photo shoot when I go do my in-person trainings. So here's what it did. It made this dude, but standing in front of the map. So this map looks great on the whiteboard. This is exactly what I wanted, but it did nothing for the guy. So I said, all right, it's too many things, right? I gave it too many goals. So step one, here, just replace the guy now with me. And it just gave him my suit and didn't do anything for his head. So I said, all right, let me start from scratch, if you will. So I said, just remove the guy from the photo. Oh, now we're talking. Now I have just a clean photo with nothing. It even added this outlet to the wall, which I thought was really clever. Or I take that back. It moved it so that it was at least more prominent. So then I said, fine, now that I've deleted the guy from the photo, here's me again, add me pointing to the map. And check it out. This is pretty good. It even got the texture of my jeans right and the type of belt that I was wearing in this photo down. Again, nice, fixed my hairline. I appreciate this. I do look a little bit like a zombie robot though. So I came back and said, all right, fine. Can you make him smile slightly and have him doing the finger gun pointing? Because, we do that. So it gave me a good little smirk. Again, I do look like terrible. And my hand is just bonkers. It's tough to zoom in, but as you can see, I'm doing some sort of weird middle finger thing with a lot of really terrible stuff. I said, all right, fine, we're going to start from scratch again, remove the guy, now take me, but this time just have me standing with my arms crossed, looking happy in front of the whiteboard, and this is what I got. So this is pretty much a direct copy paste, made my arms crossed. This is decent. I think I look pretty normal as far as how I look in this. The lighting's a little off, so I asked it to fix the lighting and make my watch band white. It was unable to do those things, and kind of where I reached the end of messing with this. But as you can see, lots of potential with this. So if you want to try this out, because I feel bad for Photoshop and a bunch of the online tools at the moment because that's pretty powerful. There are quotas, but you can use the API using any automation tool. I've already tested this out in N8N this morning. It works great. Give this a shot and let me know what images you combined in the comments below.